All right. Oh, I need all close-ups on Dolly and all twos over here, okay? Sorry about that.
Ready to roll.
All right, Dolly, let's start this off on and up. You've got a lot of boring questions this morning, so I want you to start out, break into the Kaz Walker theme song for me.
Oh, pick up the morning paper when it hits the street. Kaz Walker's prices, they just can't be beat. Buy that Blue Band coffee and you want some more. Do grocery shopping at a Kaz Walker store.
I've heard some terrible things about you on the Kaz. You used to make up public service announcements.
Who's been telling you things?
I've gotten reports from all my spies all over that you sat in the back over there and you and Fred E. Smith would make up fake public service announcements and slip them to Kaz Walker and he'd read them. Is this true?
This is very
I mean,
true.
Mike Wallace couldn't have come in here and done more with
well,
this.
For those people that don't know who Kaz Walker is, he was a man that owned a chain of supermarkets back in Knoxville, as you know. And I know, and he sponsored a local radio and TV show, and that's the show I started on at 10 years old. So that was our theme song.
But you didn't admit anything. Did you make up the public service announcement with Freddie Smith? Really do that?
Well, I'm sure I did.
We're
doing all kinds of things. I'm not admitting nothing. I don't want Mr. Walker to send a hitman after me.
Oh, that's a blur. That's a blur. Well, what kind of year has this been for Dolly Parton?
This has been a great year. I've put together a group that I've talked about before called the Mighty Fine Band. First time I've had a full group with lighting and sound and on the road in over 6 years. So we're having a great time. I got the hit album out, White Limozeen, that Ricky Skaggs produced, and we've had 2 #1 singles off of that and got some more coming. And we've got this movie coming out, and if it does well, that's going to be a good lick, and I think that and I feel good now. Got my weight up to a good place and down, and so I feel like my life's in a good order.
Where's music stand in your life now? I mean, what role? It used to be everything, and now it may not be everything, but it still seems to be important.
Well, it is. It is very important. In fact, it's more important to me now than it has been in a long time, because I'm purposely trying to concentrate on doing the kind of quality records that the fans really want to hear me do, because I still like doing other things, and I like doing the movies if they're great things, but it's a slow process, and I'm not in love with the act of making movies. I'm not in love with the thoughts of being a movie star either. I just want to do projects that I can do well and be good in. But the music and my songwriting, I've been writing some of the best things that I've ever done. I've been so excited and so inspired. Like the last 6 or 7 months, I cannot lay my pencil down. I got my little dictaphone here, and I got my tape recorder there, and I got my paper by the bathtub and by the bed. It's just all these thoughts are coming. So I'm very inspired. I guess it's because I feel good about my life, and there's a great energy going on, and just being very creative.
Isn't it great to have a #1 record again, too?
Yes, it is. Very good. It's very good to be accepted, with these country fans and doing the kind of things. And I guess one of the reasons I'm writing so much is because I can write country songs. That's who I am and what I am, and I can sing them too. I mean, I think I sing that better than anything else I do. Not that even that's great, but I think I've been so inspired to write because I'm thinking about my next album, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is a great country song. I've been waiting to do this, do that. So now I'm in a good place where I can really do my country songs and have them accepted, because my personality goes beyond just country music. So I think a lot of the outside people, besides just the country fans, are going to accept my music now when they wouldn't have before.
Well, you are fired up about music. I'm glad to hear that. You're wound up.
I am wound up.
One thing that's mentioned a lot in Nashville about you is obviously you're a powerful entertainer and been very successful as a songwriter and a writer and a singer. But you're also reputed to be a great businesswoman.
Well, I do my best. I have a lot of ideas of things I want to do, like the production company. I have a TV production company and a movie production company. We've had some big projects. My name's not always tagged to them, but I love that, and the Dollywood project. I come up with ideas, and I try to find the best people, the smartest people. I always certainly want to hire people smarter than me, and by doing that, people that are qualified in their areas, they can run the business as well. But I try to stay on top of it. And I have good lawyers, I have good accountants, and I have people looking after each other, and hopefully they're all looking after me. And I'm keeping an eye on all of them.
And you've pretty much kept a personal eye on Dollywood, too. That's not just a name out there.
No, that is me. I'm not going to put my name on something and just walk off. I mean, there's no way I would do that. I'm very involved in that. I'm very proud of that. And we're doing very well. I'm in business with some great people there with Dollywood, and they run it great. And so it's something I can take a lot of pride in for many reasons.
Are you a workaholic?
I guess I am, but I play hard too. When I rest real good.
Well, how do you play hard? I mean, we don't obviously see that side. I mean, how do you relax?
Well, I have a place on the lake for one thing. I go fishing, have a boat. My husband and I are very big on camping. We got a camper that we drive around, and we travel all over the country. I love to, around the house, I love to go in old tore out houses, old ghost-looking houses, find old books and old bottles, and my girlfriend Judy and I. So it's like I have a lot of fun things I do, and I enjoy that just as much as I do this.
I just had a weird thought of me pulling out of my driveway and being rammed by Dolly Parton in her Winnebago. I mean, that's an interesting thought. It's a possibility.
It could happen. I've rammed it into a few things.
There's a quote in the film that says, "I'd rather have 30 minutes of wonderful than a lifetime of nothing special." How do you feel about that?
That's a good line, ain't it? Well, that's my philosophy. The same as there's no such thing as natural beauty. It's true. I would rather fill up my days with and make a lot of mistakes than to have not tried anything at all. That's why people are always saying, yeah, but don't you feel? I said, no, I have no regrets. Because, I mean, I will never apologize for trying. And it's like I say, when I'm old and rocking away in my rocking chair, I'd rather regret a few things I did than to regret a whole bunch of things I didn't do, knowing that I could have done it. So I'm going to always be that kind of person. I'm glad I am that way. But as far as being a workaholic, if being busy and wanting to do good and having a good time makes you a workaholic, then I guess I'm totally addicted.
Let me read you some names here, and you give me one sentence, because I've done this with the other ladies in the film. Shirley MacLaine.
I'm sorry, what
Just
is
give
your
me a
first?
sentence with the first thing you think of when I say Shirley MacLaine.
Quality, a character, bizarre. The three names. I'm just trying to think
All right.
of.
Olympia.
Precious, deep, talented,
Sally Field.
extremely talented, intense, too hard on herself, but wonderful.
Daryl Hannah.
Precious, shy, extremely talented, timid, a big heart, just full of love.
Julia Roberts.
Young, intense, a bit harsh at the moment, great potential. I think she's got a wonderful future.
Dolly Parton.
Freak.
Someone used the name, said raunchy when I was giving them this little quiz, that Dolly can be raunchy.
Oh, Dolly can be raunchy, but I mean, it's all in good spirit. I mean, I love dirty
Dolly
jokes,
likes
and
to have
I
a good
say
time.
whatever's on my mind. I always have. I've been in trouble with that since I was a little girl.
So you're a little bit like the old hairdresser there in the movie, aren't you?
Yes, I am. But like I say, to me, if people are offended by me, they shouldn't hang around me. I mean, I don't directly, do things, but like I say, if I hear a joke that's funny, I'm going to tell it. I don't care how dirty it is, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
We love you, Dolly.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks. All right.
Did you hear the one?